What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Unsportsmanlike Conduct, the Super Bowl edition. We just got to witness a pretty lopsided game last night, but I will say at least it was fun to see the Super Bowl, to see it happen. Obviously, with COVID going on, we got a game. Who would have thought at the beginning of the season that we would be able to talk about it and recap a Super Bowl, which featured possibly two of the greatest quarterbacks ever. Obviously, Tom Brady has established himself up there. Patrick Mahomes is well on his way. And so, awesome matchup for us to enjoy. The halftime show was cool. We'll dive into that as well a little bit later. And honestly, just a fun weekend. A lot of anticipation for this game. And I'm glad it happened. The first ever team to host their own Super Bowl and now to win their own Super Bowl was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So a lot of stuff witnessed, a lot of good commercials I thought as well. So what a fun Sunday we had. Super Sunday. It's my favorite holiday of the year pretty much because I'm a huge football fan, so I loved it. So if you didn't get to see the game, or obviously if you saw the game, we're still going to go through it and check out some of the highlights and kind of recap what happened. So let's start with that. All right, to Tampa Bay we go, where it was the site of Super Bowl 55 and the site of the biggest COVID party as we know. Here in the first quarter, Ronald Jones takes the carry and gets the first down. Brady and the Bucs came out kind of flat in this game. They got the ball first and they had to punt. The Chiefs came back out and then they had to punt. And it was kind of a high punting game in the beginning. Good for me, who had the over on 6.5 punts. Mahomes and the Chiefs, you kind of were waiting around thinking, all right, at any point they're going to get hot. Here, Mahomes looked like it could have been caught by Tyreek Hill. To be honest, we're used to seeing him make those kind of plays. Drops the ball on that, so the Chiefs get on the board first here, put up the field goal, and they're up 3-0. But this is where Tampa and the Bucs woke up. Brady, in all his Super Bowls, this being his 10th appearance, has never scored a touchdown. His teams have never scored a touchdown in the first quarter. So here he comes out looking to change that, and he got some help with some flags here on the Chiefs, who kind of played a sloppy game to start, and honestly got just a little bit better in the second half, but not much better. Antonio Brown here gets the first down for Brady and the Bucs. Brady backing up, beautiful play call here to his tight end Brady, who gets the first down, and they're inside the Chiefs 25. Now Brady backs up, looking to Leonard Fournette, who breaks a tackle and dives forward to pick up the first down again. Now we're under 2 minutes. Could this be the first time that Brady ever has a touchdown in the first quarter? And yes, it is. And guess to who? Rob Gronkowski. Gronk gets in the end zone, and how fitting. These two have played many Super Bowls back with the Patriots. They get the first touchdown for Brady in the first quarter. And then the Chiefs just couldn't get going. 3rd and 4, incomplete. Brady and the Bucs get the ball back. Again, Gronk. Gronk was huge in this game. He hasn't been that big in the playoff games, but you kind of had a feeling, he always comes through in the Super Bowl. So here we go. Mike Evans there with 31 yards. Brady looking to the lineman. Oh, my God, he dropped it. If you had the lineman getting a touchdown, that one hurts. Here, Ronald Jones on 3rd and goal doesn't get it, so they're going for it. 4th and goal. Here we go. Ronald Jones stuffed. He gets stopped at the goal line. And this seemed huge because Brady and the Bucs leaving 7 points on the field against a high-powered offense like the Chiefs. You got to think this is going to hurt. You can't leave points on the board, especially when you're in scoring position like that. And then Mahomes here on the first play after that took a little risk and giving him some time back there in the pocket, finds Tyreek Hill. And you always face the threat that he could just pull off a huge play. Gets the first down there, and here come the Chiefs. 3rd and 8, Mahomes, who was pressured pretty much the whole game, finds his tight end, Travis Kelce, and he drops it. We've never been used to seeing Tyreek Hill drop passes or Travis Kelce. And then to make matters worse for the Chiefs, the punter shanks it. Gets about a 25-yard punt. Sets up Brady and the Bucs here. Oh, no, interception. Tyrann Mathieu picks off Brady on 3rd and 4. But remember we said the Chiefs kind of played a sloppy game. This is part of that sloppiness. There was a flag holding on the defense here. They held Mike Evans on the opposite side of the field. That one hurts. Gave Brady and the Bucs a new life, first down. Here, though, Brady couldn't convert on 3rd and 5, so the Bucs send out the kicking unit, field goal time. That puts them up 10-3 with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Wait, is there a flag? Another flag on the Chiefs on 3rd and 5. Gives the Brady and the Bucs a first down. And Brady is not going to waste these opportunities. Gronk, again, end zone, touchdown for the big guy. He gets in on the board again for the second touchdown of the game. Bucs are up 14-3, so here come the Chiefs. Travis Kelce, first down, looking to power through, try to make this a closer game before half. Remember, they get the ball back after halftime. So at this point, even a field goal is good. Kelsey to the 45-yard line. Mahomes backing up on 1st and 10. And Mahomes scrambled pretty much the whole first half of this game. Here picks up another 8 or 9 yards. Mahomes looking here. Kelsey again. First down on 2nd and 3. Just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter. And the Chiefs are in business. 3rd and 6. We're used to seeing Mahomes and the Chiefs always put points on the board. And here that pressure just was too much. Mahomes back there. Couldn't find anybody. Throws it out of bounds. So the Chiefs end up tacking on the field goal. 14-6. So now you're thinking if this is the score into halftime, they're fine. They get the ball back. Maybe they tied up that first drive. But another penalty on the Chiefs. They were flagged the whole first half. This one cost them big. Pass interference. This sets up Brady and the Bucs. On the 24-yard line, Brady here finds Leonard Fournette, who was huge in this game. Over 100 yards from scrimmage. He gets the first down. And now Brady and the Bucs from the 9-yard line. First and goal, incomplete with 10 seconds left, but another flag. Pass interference again on the defense. First and goal for Brady and the Bucs with 10 seconds left. And guess who? Antonio Brown. Brady has always backed them since when they signed him with the Patriots for a week or two, whatever that was, and he came through. So the Bucs went up 21-6 going into the half. After the Weeknd's halftime show, here come the Chiefs trying to get on the board and get off to a good start in the second half. Mahomes making some magic happen, looking around, trying to make something out of nothing here with the defense just was all over him. I'm surprised they didn't have more sacks. And another incomplete pass, so they have to settle for yet another field goal. So the Chiefs only putting up field goals at this point. It's 21-9. Not bad. You're still in this game. You have Mahomes. Everything's possible. But Gronk right up the middle. Sheesh. Anybody going to guard this guy? So here we go. Leonard Fournette from the 27. Dude is gone. Remember, he had a huge game. And at this point, you started feeling like the game was slipping away with Mahomes. You never want to ride him out. But it was just too much. He was doing everything he could, but that Tampa Bay pressure just got to him. Dude scrambled back there for almost 500 total yards. And here, the Bucs get an interception and set up Brady and the offense again. So they couldn't convert a touchdown, but they tack on another field goal. This makes it 31-9. Tampa Bay now with the third quarter winding down. Mahomes, again, under pressure, finds his receiver there for a first down. Now they're inside the Bucs 30. Mahomes looking. Kelsey, beautiful ball, beautiful catch. They're in business on the 11-yard line. 3rd and 9. And this just seems like a replay. Every big 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8, Mahomes just was under so much pressure. And check this out. He still somehow gets this pass off. Somehow gave his receiver a chance. Obviously, that would have been an incredible catch, but it's incomplete. So this sets up 4th down, and you know they're going for it. 4th and 9, and look at this. Again, scramble. And I'm going to tell you what, this was the throw of the game. Look at him. What a ball, and it goes off his receiver's head. You can't drop that. That's 3 passes already we've counted dropped in these highlights. So the Bucs get the ball back, but they can't convert on 3rd and 1. So that's another punt, and here come the Chiefs. 1st and 10 from their own 8-yard line. Mahomes under pressure. Looking, finds Kelsey. That's a big gain right there. Kelsey gets a good 30 yards up to the 42-yard line. Mahomes backing up again under the rest. Looking, trying to buy some time. Shoots a bomb down there, and this is incomplete on 4th and 10. Antoine Winfield Jr. taunting Tyreek Hill, getting him back for what he did early in the season. So Brady and the Bucs on 3rd and 5, trying to close the game out with a long ball to Antonio Brown. Incomplete. So here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. It's 3rd and 2 with 3 minutes left. At this point, they're trying to just put up some points for respect. It seemed like Edwards-Helaire gets a nice gain there. 2nd and 6. Mahomes going right, looking, finds the defense. Interception. This Bucs defense, that, ladies and gentlemen, is your ball game. The Bucs win the Super Bowl 31-9. All right, so the Bucs and Brady get the Super Bowl victory. That is 7 rings for Tom Brady. That's insane. I hope people realize how crazy that is. He, by himself as a player, has more Super Bowl victories than any franchise in the NFL alone. So that's an incredible feat. Couple things about the game. Obviously, I think for me, when you actually look at the game, the story here is just the pressure that the Bucs defense put on Patrick Mahomes to hold the Chiefs to 9 points and no touchdowns for Kansas City is insane. This is one of the best offenses we've seen. So many weapons with Kelsey, Tyreek Hill, Nicole Hardman, all these guys that they have, Edwards-Helaire at running back. Those are just incredible weapons, and to be able to hold those guys to 9 points is absolutely insane. Todd Bowles and that Tampa Bay defense deserves so much credit. I mean, if you look at it, Tom Brady didn't have that much more than 200 yards passing. So as great as he played with the 3 touchdowns and everything, in reality, it's that defense that won this game for them. Just an incredible, dominating performance by the defense. The Chiefs also were sloppy. I'd say Andy Reid maybe didn't get his guys prepared as well as he should have. It was just that drive before halftime where Tom Brady drives the Bucs down the field and they get that touchdown to Antonio Brown. That was crucial, and most of that was on penalty yards, pass interference calls and things like that. They stopped the Bucs at one point for that field goal, and then the guys offsides. That's so attention to detail that was missing for a Super Bowl, and obviously it's probably because of that hunger that a lot of these Bucs players, a lot of them are veterans that have been around for some years. Antonio Brown, Leonard Fournette, Ndamukong Suh, that don't have that ring yet. So, maybe they just spent these 2 weeks a lot more focused and dialed in and paying close attention to those details, because it showed. Tampa Bay just looked like, aside from looking like the better team, they looked like the better, more well-polished, prepared team. And it really showed. And obviously another story is you cannot underestimate what value an offensive line has. Patrick Mahomes is probably the best quarterback in the league. And even he looked pedestrian when he has no time in the pocket. So that is just, huge and crucial for people to see. The linemen get no love. They don't get to dance around in the end zone. They don't do the tweeting as much and all the flashy photo shoots and music video appearances and all that kind of stuff. They're not in the highlight reel, but these guys really, when they say that the games are won and lost in the trenches, I mean, that holds true even more after this game. As you can see, if you give Brady a clean pocket where he doesn't have to scramble around, then, he looks like the old Brady. He can put the throws exactly where he has to put them. And then, a quarterback even that can scramble as much as Mahomes can. Like I said, dude had almost 500 yards of scramble yards in the backfield, just running away from the Tampa defensive line. So even a quarterback as good as him, if you have him with no time in the pocket, I mean, your receivers don't have time to get open and get any separation. The play doesn't have time to develop. So, I don't know. Maybe Kansas City could have dialed up some more screens, some quick pass game stuff to try to get the Tampa defense a little bit backed up, because they were in the backfield all day long. Patrick Mahomes barely even had 2 seconds back there. So it really was, that was the story to me. And, the thing with Brady, everyone's going to say, obviously, it's his 5th MVP, well-deserved. The dude is just incredible, but don't overlook his best asset at this point. And to me, that's just the leadership. There was a story that at the end of the championship game against Green Bay, one of the guys was crying on the sideline, and he was that mean guy that went up to him and was like, "What are you crying for? We're not finished. Like, I'm not going to give you time to celebrate this because we're not done." You can look back at the accomplishments when the season's over, and just little things like that. And even how you hear the other players talk about him, it really shows that he has kind of, had a huge imprint on this team. A guy like Antonio Brown that's in the media all the time tweeting. In Pittsburgh, he was like putting Facebook Live during the coaches' meetings. This dude is over there thanking him, appreciating him. And that just goes a long way. That's the one asset in a quarterback that you can't overlook is leadership. And Brady, obviously, because of the resume and the time he's been in the league, he has that. And as much as, the argument too is now Brady's better than Belichick or whatever because he's got the ring without him, that could be true and all, but he wouldn't be the player that he is without Belichick. And hopefully, I'm sure he won't forget that, but people shouldn't forget that, because even if Belichick never comes close to winning a Super Bowl again, he did give Tom Brady that experience, that kind of curve to learn, to appreciate. The Patriots run their organization where no one player is bigger than the team. And Brady has that as a player. He's always thanking his teammates. He's always, making sure that it's everyone involved. And something like that is definitely, I think, something the players appreciate. And all you hear out of that Tampa Bay locker room is that nobody complained. Everyone felt super together. And just that vibe, obviously, that camaraderie goes a long way. And I mean, chemistry ain't everything, but it's a big part of winning a title. It showed. Defense win championships. The best defense that showed up, they got the job done. And, Tampa Bay, they win the championship, and now they're able to possibly, run it back next year. Brady went up there on the stage, said he'd come back. I'm not sure how many of y'all were worried that one of his kids was going to drop the trophy, but I was kind of like, give the trophy back to him. I thought that maybe one of them would drop it, and that would not have been good. But it was just cool to see. I was happy that that's the result we got. I'm still a huge Patrick Mahomes guy. I think he's the best quarterback in the league, especially ability-wise at this point. I think there's no comparison at this point. Would you rather have, on the field-wise, Mahomes over Brady? That's not a debate. Mahomes can make up for, a shaky offensive line a little bit, scramble, run 10 yards, get a first down, things like that, where Brady wasn't never really a huge strength of his, but he can't do that at this point of his career. But what Brady has that Mahomes doesn't have, Lamar Jackson doesn't have, that these guys don't have is that experience, that credibility, and that leadership that just comes with all that. So obviously, huge win. Congrats if you're a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. This is awesome. You guys can possibly run it back next year. First team ever to win in your home stadium. So, that puts a wrap to this season. And to be quite honest, I'm so glad the NFL handled it how they did. We had a full football season. We got to the Super Bowl. There were fans in there. Obviously, Tampa was going crazy. It was like there was no COVID going on. But, hey, do you whatever you want to do, I guess. That's your business. But it was just cool to feel a little bit of normality. The Super Bowl wasn't like emptied out. They put the cardboard cutouts where there weren't people sitting, so it felt full. It was cool. I mean, it didn't feel like a COVID Super Bowl. The commercials were all right, I guess. I'm not sure which one was my favorite one. Obviously, I'm a Drake guy, so I love the one with Drake. There was another good one that I can't remember, but it was something with like the duplicates, people lookalikes and stuff like that. It was like for some seltzer water or something, but that was pretty cool. So anyway, awesome Super Bowl. I was really happy. And, based on Twitter, I think some people didn't like the halftime show as much. Not going to lie, I actually loved it. So that is actually going to be, I'm highlighting The Weeknd as the halftime performer of the week. I thought he did awesome. And obviously, you're not going to please everybody with the halftime shows in the Super Bowl. And so, to me, it just happened to be that I like his music. And so it was good for me. So I'll take the win on that one this year. So let's highlight a little bit of that. And here's The Weeknd, a little bit of his halftime performance from the Super Bowl. Rush, girl, when you're in love. And she'll always get the best of me. The worst is yet to come. But at least we'll both be beautiful and stay forever young. This I know, yeah. Girl, I know. Teardrop falling from your eyes. I don't know why I run away. You and it's the only time that I be by your side. I only love it when you touch me. Now feel me when I'm good. I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep in till I feel your touch. All right, so there was a little look into what the halftime show was in case you happened to miss it. I'll tell you what, the thing as a performer that I really liked was that I feel like he was true to himself. I felt like his music is good. I feel like he didn't reach for that meme or reach to be like the internet sensation. There was no like twerkogramming and crazy stuff going on and whatever, and some shark suit just to get people to tweet about it or meme about it. I felt like he didn't sell out. I feel like The Weeknd was himself. He has this weird persona with the red suit jacket and the like face covering things, which is weird. Don't get me wrong. I don't understand what the hell is going on, but it's him. Like, he put that in his music videos. He talked about it before the Super Bowl about how this is his character. They asked him what the story behind it is, and he said he has his own answer, but he prefers to just kind of hear out what people think it could be. So he likes the random speculation that people, I guess, online pretend it is. But like I said, I just like that it was his. He played the songs that I wanted to hear as a Weeknd fan. And I can't get that stupid verse out of my head of like, "Oh, I'm blinded by the lights." It's like stuck in my head, and the Super Bowl's been over for like a day already, and I can't get it out of my head. So I feel like he unintentionally, I guess, had an impact and will be remembered. Also, I guess, to me, one of the best things about it is he used the whole field. Like, that was so cool. Like, just to see like all the choreography and everyone dancing all over. You have 120 yards of football field to use at your disposal. And, sometimes he was lost within all the dancers. And I like that. It wasn't, sure, he didn't have a guest. Obviously, I would have liked to see somebody else as well. Maybe something like a country singer or something else like that to please a different kind of audience as well. Because lately, it is very, I feel like, targeted to a specific audience. There's probably some like rock and roll fans that haven't had anybody in the past couple years, or country people. Like, that's not my type of music, but you got to kind of try to include everybody in the halftime show. So this one I do think was very, secluded just to people that listen to the top 40 and kind of that, Weeknd type of music, which, lucky for me, that is me. So I loved it because of that. But if you didn't like it because you don't listen to the Weeknd, I completely understand. So like I said, overall, I just like that. I think he stuck to himself. Obviously everyone's making fun of the meme where he's like lost in this room or whatever. But even watching it, I didn't watch it and think like, oh, this is the meme. Like, I watched it and I thought it was part of choreography. It was cool. Like, it was different. And I didn't see him like, making a goal of like, I need to find a way to get my stuff going on the internet. I think just, his presence and his performance and the choreography and how big they used everybody on the field, that was powerful enough. And so that was pretty awesome. And I mean, yeah, other than that, I mean, that'll put a wrap to this NFL season. Obviously, there's a lot that's going to go on over the next couple of days. I mean, heck, by the time I post this, Carson Wentz may be a Chicago Bear. Kind of hoping that happens as a Vikings fan. Deshaun Watson may be moved. Who knows? Garoppolo might be traded. A lot to break down in the coming days, coming weeks. Obviously, the NFL draft and the NBA season is in full swing as well. So I will end this episode here. Obviously, this one's dedicated to the Super Bowl. What an awesome game. Awesome 4 hours. I spent it with my lovely girlfriend and her family and my best friend Cornell, and it was super awesome to have everyone kind of gathered together to watch this game. For me, it's a holiday. It's Super Sunday, and so I hope you guys also enjoyed it and had fun with people close to you, and maybe even bet a little bit. I profited, so I'm happy. And so, yeah. So, obviously, in your comments, let me know what you like, what you don't like. Subscribe. Let people know that, I'm doing this. If maybe they're into sports and they're into the performing world as well and want to be featured as a performer of the week, send videos my way. And like I said, I'll be back with another episode in a couple days. So see you guys then.